the little Ronnie situation, we talked about how you kind of used him and Goyeo as characters in this music video, but when you see something horrific like what happened to Ronnie take place, how does that make you feel about where our culture is going, where the society is going, et cetera?
Yeah, that one was a bitter pill.
Yeah.
Because when I got out of jail, like I said, like I don't have nobody, you know, I'm like, damn, I'm gonna have to start this shit over. Ronnie was one of the first people to pull up on me. And I had never met him prior to that. He just watched my ascension, right? He pulled up on me, showed me how to work that camera, showed me how to pop that shit when it come on, when the camera comes on. And you can see like some of my first interviews, they weren't even interviews. First, just doing content, I was with him. And I was so goddamn uncomfortable, you know, like cameras. I'm like, you know, I just got out of jail. We wasn't doing all this, you know. And so he was just really he was a good young man, you know what I mean? And you just didn't see much malice in him, and I would have, you know, and I'm a pretty good judge of character.
Do you think in your era, in that generation, would that have happened? Where somebody, I mean, I guess it's possible that the shooters didn't know his daughter was in the car, but a lot of people looked at that and their reaction was kind of like, damn, I remember a time where women and children were off limits.
Well, the thing is yeah, that could have happened in any era, probably back when the Mac was out. But
yeah,
you have to ask yourself or ask someone that knows if they knew the child was in the car.
Yeah,
and that makes all the difference in the world.
Well, I guess they're all gone now, so we're not going to get to find out anyway.
Yeah, maybe so. But you know, if they knew the child was in the car, then you know that's crazy as hell. Yeah. But if they didn't, then you know maybe. You know, I don't too much like to speak about that because I don't want to offend nobody. All I can say is he's a great kid.
For sure.
To me.
What about the rise of Charleston White, who, you know, it feels like a lot of people might hate watch him or they don't like him, but they're watching the shit anyway because he's got moments of wisdom and he's outrageous and entertaining and funny. But, you know, he's certainly a new development in the sense that he's like a hip hop personality who gleefully embraces snitching and kind of takes issue with the streets. What do you think of him and, you know, him becoming kind of like such a huge representation of Texas to people?
I don't think he's a and I'm not going to sit here and feign like I don't see that he's all over the internet when he does some of the foolishness, but he's not a representation of Texas. I can see, and it's crazy, man, because I had to deal with that with him, but I can see bits and pieces of, because he's from Fort Worth as well. You can see bits and pieces of Fort Worth, you know, like the high side and being quick, you know, to playing the does, and, you know, he's slick at the mouth. He's great at what he does. What the is it you do? What really is that? And so when it comes to him, he's just one of those guilty pleasures, right? So, because I find myself watching I was just watching the clip of him on my way over here. Somebody had just sent me, you know, to talk about this song with me and Yayo. Yeah, he went and got this old rapping Milk Dud, you know,
so he's talking about you like currently.
Oh, yeah, this was just,
Oh, I was assuming that this was like a while ago. Okay.
Oh, no. He used me for clout.
Still yapping about it.
Wow. No. In the beginning?
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, this just happened. This was a new clip he was talking about me.
Just randomly came up, or?
He always just randomly throw a rock. He's a weenie, just to be honest. Like, and then I wish Wack was here.
He will be here within 20
Whenever
minutes,
he get here, because this butthole is going to say everything. He said, say what you want to say, because obviously you are Charleston. But when he sat there and said he the man in Texas, like as if the streets respect him, that is not the truth. Man, please, you living wherever it is you live, and you go where you go. Nobody's looking for him. Now, I'm speaking for myself. I'm not looking for you or nothing like that, but you ain't got no respect in the streets down there, man. You might got one or two homeboys that you feed. You know, like I say, you feed the wolves, keep getting ate. But man, ain't nobody fucking with you for real. He hates street niggas because he was never accepted by the street. Now, I got a partner named Chris Alexander that he just randomly go off on, you know, because he know Chris don't got the platform. But if Chris had the platform that he got, Chris would shut his ass up because he got so much ammunition on the wing.
Really? I mean, you think Charleston White is able to move around Texas without having to be extremely concerned about his security, or you think he's moving around very cautiously?
I'm telling you, I don't have to think at all. He's moving around very, very. Man, I've been home for 2 years. You know what I mean? And I've never once seen him. If I did, it ain't like I'm gonna pull up on him with no smoke or no shit like that. But I ain't seen him one time, and I'm outside. You dig what I'm saying? So hell no, he ain't just moving around. You see, you know, and then it's not like he ain't got, you know, touched up, you know, for saying too much sometime, you know. So he, man, boy, tell him to go out. You tell him to go out to where everybody go out, you know.
You don't think anybody cares enough to smoke him?
It's back to what you just. It's back to what you said. Nobody want to go to jail, especially knowing this nigga the police. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
But also, it's not like he snitched. He's just talking about shit online.
What you mean? It's not like he snitched.
Well, okay, so back in the day, he did snitch.
Man,
right?
He snitched. Man, the man.
But he's not like he snitched on anybody around right now.
Hold up, the man used to call the halfway house on me, man. My first day out.
Wait, really?
What?
About what specifically?
When I first get out of prison, you know, I stopped to see my children, but because of who I am, it was a parade. Okay, this man called the halfway house, man. That man. Then when I was throwing my first show, he called that. When me and Yayo was shooting the video, that's the man called the police.
Wow,
man,
that's grimy.
Yeah. Oh, he grimy as fuck, like in real life. So,
I have laughed in the past when he like called people's probation officers and shit and like ratted them out for shit on YouTube. I know it's fucked up. Hearing it from your perspective, I'm like, damn, that is fucked up.
Yeah, and I just did 17 years like right. So and this bitch right here was trying. You gonna go back to prison and this, you know, I'm gonna make sure of it. You know, that's the type of shit you on. So listen, hey fella, just stay out my. You know, hey, you call who you want to call, because guess what? I have a rapport with my probation officer. I walk that bitch down. I have a rapport with the Fort Worth Police Department because guess what? They're watching. Everybody knows now. But when I first got home, for him to be doing that type of shit, and my rap sheet already say that's what I'm on. So yeah, it could have worked in his favor, but you know, it didn't.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So where's your head at now in terms of life in general? Like, what are you focused on, and what's important?
Man, this beating the odds because the chips are stacked against me. You know what I mean? Like, I enjoy music, love music, but my end goal is the silver screen. And I'll tell you something else too, man. I want to have I'm taking Scar for life and dealing with different artists, like dealing with A Money and Gold Toes, and running distro through Empire. So I got those guys that came with me. They're Polynesian.
Okay.
C4 and Fat Boy, they're Polynesian. Now, who would think that the first people that I run through my distro away from Texas is going to be some Polynesians from California?
It's 2025.
But they hard as they hard. When I'm serious, when you look at them, you wouldn't think so. You'd be like, but when you hear them, you'd be like, oh shit. So I'm not trying to rap forever, brother. I'm just really, really good at it. So I'm, you know, hook my wagon to some of these good artists like C4 and Fat Boy and run it.
Everything 420 really is the plug. They've got everything you need in one place. From top tier glass to new strains and even mystery boxes with surprise gear, their app is smooth, they ship quick, and there are always discounts going on. Use code NOJUMPER at checkout.